Hey everybody, it's the captain here. And I was talking to a couple people, actually this has happened twice now, where they say, well, how do you vote for the local offices? Because we've got an election coming up, and usually you get your state and national parties, the candidates will have, they'll affiliate with a political party, so you know where they generally stand on things. But when you get to the local offices and the local politicians, they usually, especially like judges, they don't put Democrat or Republican or Libertarian or anything like that, so you don't know. And they do this on purpose because they know that if they don't tell, they don't affiliate and just say general bland platitude-y like things like, children are great, I'm for more efficiency, I'm for the community. And so you don't know who the fuck these people are. You don't know how to vote for them. And you can go to their websites. Their websites are pointless. You can't figure them out one way or the other. So let me tell you what I do. First, I do a research on the local politicians to get their background. That's more. You could do that nowadays because you got Google, and you'll be able to tell with their background whether they lean right or left. The other thing I do in association with this is I apply the Clary test. If you want, you can look up the Clary test. I might actually put it up below, but I'll explain it. It's just a 4-part question test, and it asks you: 1, do you have a worthless degree? 2, do you have any private sector experience? 3, do you currently work in government, academia, nonprofit? In other words, do you work in a bullshit industry or sector? Except for military and cops. If they're in the military or cops, you qualify that. And then, do they hail from rich parents? Okay. And you get 1 point for each. If they have a worthless degree, they get a point. No significant private sector experience, another point. They work in the government, another 4th point. And do they hail from rich parents? That's a 4th point. So like Barack Obama would score 4, which is the worst. Nancy Pelosi, I think, would score 4 as well. I would score, what is this? I do have technically a worthless degree, so we'll say like half a point, sort of kind of. I did work private sector, and rich, well, no. Okay, so I score a 0.5. And so I use the Clary test to kind of, even though they don't come out and say what their platform is, you can usually tell using the Clary test. So the higher they are, the less you want to vote for them on that Clary test. And then finally, if you can't tell with that, then frankly, I just vote for men. And I know that's, oh, that's so sexist. Actually, it's not sexist, because I'm not voting for men because they're men. I'm voting for men because they tend to statistically be more conservative or libertarian than women. All right? So it is their voting pattern is why I vote for them, not because they happen to have a penis. So in any case, that's, and you could still, I got a guy locally here who I like. He's a friendly guy, nice guy, bought me drinks and everything. He is a nice guy. But he wants to blow all this money on fucking parks and stupid shit and all that. It's like, fuck, what the hell are you talking about? No, I want low taxes. But that, for example, that would work, or that would not work in that case, because, well, it's between this guy and that gal, I'm going to go with the guy. And then we get a socialist in. But still, statistically speaking, you're better off voting for a guy than you are a gal. So anyway, that's how to vote in your local elections, and and remember, local elections. I mean, I know we worry about the national and state, but the local politicians and the local government has the most effect on your life. Property taxes, schools, and all that other stuff. So spend the time today or tomorrow before the elections and do your research, because that stuff is just as important as the national ones. Toodles.